it's me, Danielle Danibuttons, and we are back today with our January group buddy color. If you've never been here before and you have no idea what I'm talking about, basically I try once a month to put a poll on my community tab here on YouTube, and I pick 3 different books for us to potentially buddy color from, and then everybody votes, and whatever the winner is what we buddy color. So as you can see, today, Whimsy Girls Around the World by Hannah Lynn won. I'm going to give you the stats because I think it's fun. So we got 219 votes. Third place was Winter Mandalas by Camellia Angelkova, only got 50 votes. Second place is Woodland Wonder by Jen Racine, got 70 votes. That will win one day. And our winner, Whimsy Girls Around the World, got 99 votes. I rounded a little bit, so everybody's plus or minus 1. But that's the rundown here, and I'm excited. I got this book as a gift for Christmas from my friend Toll, and I haven't colored in it yet, so I'm excited to get to do that, and hopefully you guys have it too. And I see some buddy colors on Instagram, so I think next month I already have an idea of what I'm picking, so that might be up soon. But anyway, here we go. All right, I am traveling next week, so I'm gonna do this one. I don't know why. It's the first page in the book, and I figure why not. Also, of course, if you have this book, either version totally works for buddy coloring, but I have a crazy idea to do with this, so that's why I am picking the more detailed version. And yeah, we'll see. I usually make these videos around half an hour, so we'll see how much we get done. But my idea is I want to do the background in all pastels, and I want to do pink clouds, and I think this is not going to come out how I'm envisioning it, but we're gonna try, because why not, you know? So I use, for my pastels, the Jane Davenport pastels. There's 4 sets available in the world, and I have 3 of them. The 4th set is like a shimmer glitter something that doesn't really interest me, but I'm gonna use Chilled for our potentially everything. I might not need these other 2 because there are pinks in here, so we'll see. And then I just got these guys as a gift, but they're just finger sponges from Amazon, and you can like boop boop, put your finger in there and mush it around. I don't always put my finger in there because I have longer nails usually, so sometimes it's not efficient to put my finger in there, but they're easy to hold anyway because they're nice and small. And as you can see, I just kind of like have one for each color family, and I'll just keep reusing it, and it's been working out so far. But it doesn't look like I have a light blue, so I'm going to take out a light blue, and I will get to that pink when we get to the pink. Just gonna start by doing my whole background and chatting for a while, and we will go from there. So you don't really need a heavy hand with these, and also I'm not really worrying about going over the lines because I'm kind of hoping that we use our pink and make some purple, but we'll see. Also, Sam is working right now, so you can hear him typing away, but I'm the one interrupting him, so we're just gonna have to deal with his super keyboard. I don't think it will be too loud, but you never know. I always do my backgrounds first, especially if it's not just like a marker background, because if this goes terribly wrong, you're not even gonna see this video. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to like put an hour of effort into the character and then completely trash the background. So we do the backgrounds first. So there's really no rhyme or reason. Like, I'm not really doing much technique. I just get some on my little dauber and then buff it until it looks even. And yeah, I almost wanted to do like a sunset, but I don't think I'm that skilled. Also, I find it easier in general to go over this than the other way around. Like, if I had put my ink down first, this would dull it, but since I'm putting this down first, the ink should be fine. But we're gonna find that out together too. And obviously there's some tiny detailed spaces. I might take out a different type of brush to get to those. So People also ask me sometimes if I seal this in any way, and I do not. First of all, 95% of the time I'm using it in single-sided pages. So obviously, like, if it rubs off, it doesn't really bother me. But a lot of the times, once I'm done with the page, I'm done with it. So as long as it's not ruining another page, like, it's served its purpose for me. I don't know if that sounds weird or callous. And I also just haven't really had any trouble with these rubbing off. So nothing that I've noticed, at least. But yes, you are seeing this, hopefully, on the 22nd, which means I am 1 week away from my trip. Also, that might have also been a cloud, and now I'm sad. So I'm going to leave those all as clouds, and we'll see later if that looks weird. I can always come back. But yes, I'm going to Disney World in 1 week. Woohoo! I'm so excited. This has been years in the making, and I'm also still very nervous because I'm just a worrier naturally. But I'm excited. I can't believe it. I'm getting to meet Shaina from Shaina in Colorland, and I'm super pumped about that. And it's just crazy to be meeting a second coloring friend in person. Like, how cool is that? Now, they're not coloring friends anymore. They're just real friends. So, super cool. And I'm so excited for the Festival of the Arts. This will be my first Festival of the Arts in Disney. And, like, I just want to do everything. So, I actually, shockingly, at this point, I might by the end of today, so maybe before you're seeing this, but as of today, I have not yet finished packing, which is crazy for me because I usually pack like legitimately months in advance. So I've had like a bag going where anything that I knew was very specifically for the trip, I've kept in the bag for these few months. But with Christmas decorations, like, I didn't have space to start packing. So I think since I made this blue, this is going to be too much color. We'll try it. Okay, so now I'm going to take pink and I'm going to just kind of go for it and see what happens. I don't really have a plan besides pink. So, like, this also, I'm kind of like smushing instead of rubbing for this for now. And we'll see. I might go back with the smaller brush and like buff it out more. Or this might come out great on its own. Who knows? But I'm hoping this year in general I can use different supplies that I own more because I neglect some of them. What are you doing now? Fruit strip? Like, I really want to be using my water mediums more because I love them. I love watercoloring. So, also, I had a request to do a video on watercoloring on Amazon paper. So, we're going to do that. It's probably in March. Is this looking like anything? I might hate it. It's all right. It's okay. Luckily, in this book, you get that double. And I personally like to try to make myself try different things. It's hard. It's easy to just do what you know. But. And I say that too. I was about to be like, oh, if you just do what you know, you'll never learn. But I also want to say that it's okay if you don't want to learn. And that might sound weird, but I'm personally am not the type that I'm like looking for tutorials or things like that. Like, I'm happy just learning in my own time on my own way. I know a lot of people obviously love tutorials and like they're pretty amazing if you do watch them and can learn from them, but I like to wing it. So I think I'm gonna go with that small brush again and then like bring in some darker pink in some spots to give it dimension maybe. I don't know. Also didn't plan what color I was gonna do Our Lady in her outfit. Is this lady on the cover? I should peek. I like copying the cover sometimes. All right, so there's that. let me take another brush. Hopefully you're seeing this all. I think I had it pretty well lined up. So I'm just gonna kind of like push around and see what happens. Whoa, that's super pink. So I'm just gonna like do the bottoms in the darker and then maybe fade up a little bit. But with these, I just literally keep rubbing until I like what's going on. So, and I actually do have white, which maybe I'll even try some of that in the other direction to bring highlights the other way. Makes sense to me. But just rub-a-dub-dub. I kind of am doing circular motions. That just feels right. Ugh, I don't like that one. We'll see. And a lot of the times it's like, maybe it looks weird, but then when you're done, it kind of comes together. So we're gonna hope for a moment like that. And again, you don't have to be very heavy-handed with this stuff. A little bit goes a long way, which has been super nice because I've had this palette for a long time now and I use it pretty frequently and you can't really tell. So I think this will last a long, long time. Oops. I went over the wing. So yeah, I'm always nervous before airplanes. It's so funny though because my cousin is coming on this vacation and I have flown more than her in my lifetime. So I think this is only gonna be her 3rd ever trip on a plane. So essentially 7th plane because she like went there. Oh no, 5th plane because she went there and back twice. And this is gonna be number 5. And she's like, it doesn't make sense. You're afraid of everything. Why aren't you afraid of planes? And I'm like, I don't know. But usually I'm very nervous until I get in my seat. And then once I'm in my seat, I like am calm. So I'm just more nervous about like missing the plane than I am about the plane itself. Which again, knowing me, it doesn't make sense. I understand that it doesn't make sense. I don't understand why I'm like this. Yeah, I wish I had done this all pink. Silly. Silly, silly. It's gonna take my whole 30 minutes to just do these clouds, but I will come back if I don't finish on camera and show you the end results. But yeah, I don't remember if I said this now, but this weekend, I'm very excited about this weekend also. I purchased tickets to an online scrapbooking crop. I might have told you this last week because I showed you one of my pictures. So, but it starts today at 5 o'clock and right now it's 2 o'clock. So after we are done with this page, we're gonna start getting ready and scrapping all night. And I'm very excited because I'm a year behind in scrapbooking. Me? Okay, I'm gonna pause because Sam needs to take a call, so be right back. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so he had a phone call, kicked me out, but I'm back. I kind of am liking it. I think like stepping away for a minute really helped too. And originally I was gonna try to go in with the white, but I don't even know if I wanna mess with it. But honestly, what I should have done was got my next supply ready. Whoa, I did not. So I think what I'm gonna do, hello? Are you all right? Stay there. What I'm going to do is her skin next, and then I might continue to use our pastels to like shade her skin. So I think I'm just going to use marker for everything else because I'm a marker gal. Ooh, let me get some. Oh boy. So I've turned around 1 second. My cart needs an overhaul. Alright, I just have my Cali Arts. Tried and true, why not? Ooh. Are you potato? No, yellow ochre. What color should I do? I'm just gonna pick one. A lot of them say skin. I don't love it, but so skin white. Cool. That's really whatever. Not gonna worry about that discussion right now. So I'm just gonna solid color all of her skin, and then we're gonna go shade with our pastels, I think. I still haven't thought of what I'm going to color her outfit. So that's something. I wish that I knew how to color with black, but I feel like if I did, it would just get rid of all of the details, and that's not necessarily what I want, especially with marker. Like, does anybody have any tips for that? That whole, do you think that's neck or the whole thing is scarf? Because it looks like it could be either, but I think I'm gonna keep it as scarf, right? It looks like it's just another part of the tie, like a second layer. Because there's like a fold, so it must be. But is down there neck, or is that way too wide? That's definitely a different layer of color. All right, let's not get too caught up. We're just gonna go quick to get her whole face hopefully colored seamlessly. It's scary. I think I'm gonna color in next to her eyeballs. I don't know, I'm always confused with their eyeballs of what to do. So I kind of make different decisions every time. But I've also gotten questions about like how to keep streaking to a minimal. And really tip number 1 is practice. And tip number 2 is never let anything dry. So if there's like a lot of nooks and crannies, sometimes it's easier to start from the middle and then just like go to each of the areas so nothing gets to dry. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain, but once you know, you'll know and you'll get better at it. I promise. So let's go into birthday suit, which is our skin tones. And okay, that's the only complaint is sometimes they're hard to open. Did I not even get it? I didn't even get it. Use this back scratcher that's on my desk and open it with that. And you can tell in person, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but her face is not dry yet. So I'm gonna let that marker dry completely before we get into it. Should we ask Sam? Samuel, what color should we do Our Lady's outfit? Think about it. Don't just yell out a color.
Light blue?
Light blue? Even though the background? I'm just asking for confirmation.
I think a dark blue, like a navy.
Okay. Sam says navy. I agree, I think. So, I don't have a plan for our skin. Again, I mostly just like put it down and then you just keep buffing it until it's the shade you want. So I put some by her sleeve as like a little shadow there. I'm gonna keep her fingers basically as is. I'll put some by her sleeve here too. Again, mostly for shadow. Her palm will probably stay light. You can buff with your fingers a little bit. Gives it just literally the tiniest bit of dimension. I'm gonna put some under her chin, like on her neck. And again, we'll just buff out the tiniest bit. Another tip with these is that it's always okay to keep a clean one and kind of like buff with that, or just to clean anything. You can use a different type of supply. And then I buff on her cheeks, so we darken them up a little bit. A little blush action on the cheeks. Buff, buff, buff. And I do usually the eyeshadow. I might try the tiniest bit darker pink. I'm scared. I always mess up the eyeshadows. So Frightening. Yeah, we just keep buffing till it's the colors that we want. And then I do the tiniest bit under her lip. Also, some people know how to make them have really cool noses, but I'm not one of those people. So that's basically it for my level of shading. So there we go. Let's get out a navy. I don't know if I have a good navy. This is really dark, but I guess I also personally said that I would like to do black if possible. So I'm going to try this really dark navy. This is still a Cali art, and doesn't matter. It is blue-black, so we'll see. I might lose all my details with this, but we're going to give it a shot. And I am too impatient, so I always use my chisel side. Just gets the job done quick. And that's also how I personally just like got better at alcohol markers. And again, a lot of people are good with the other sides, but this is what I'm used to. So it's where I get my personal best results. I'm probably gonna go over the accents in like a glitter or something. I'm nervous about these lines. Also, as with all alcohol markers, it's gonna, I'm definitely going over that line. That's right, I'm just gonna ignore all of that. It always comes out darker, and it will lighten up a tiny bit as it dries. So I'm hoping that the color comes back a little bit lighter, because again, I do think we lost a lot of details here. So I always go real quick in big areas, and then when I get close to details, I'll slow down and take my time. But I don't worry too much about details, because you could always like go over it in glitter or metallic, and usually it will cover up all of your sins. And if you do need to stop, like it's a really big area, I always just try to stop on natural resting places. So like her chest had that thick line, so that was a good stopping point. Also, in general, in my experience with alcohol markers, I've seen that sometimes if you use the chisel end, the color comes out a little bit darker just because you get so much more ink. So that's just something to keep an eye out for too. Whew, all right, how are we doing on time? I think we stopped at 14 minutes and now we're at 8. So we have a few minutes left. Let's talk about something else. Reading. I've been reading a ton and I'm so happy. I finished my 7th book yesterday, which was the 20th, right? I don't know when I am, but I'm doing so good compared to last year, and I'm very much hoping to keep it up because I buy reading books almost as fast as coloring books, so got a nice big collection to get through too. I actually just went to Barnes & Noble with my dad earlier today and bought a new book. Just one though. We both only got one, which is unusual for us, so that was good restraint. Also, I didn't recognize like anything, and I was confused because I keep up with BookTube. So usually I know like what new releases are coming out. So I don't know if it's just January is a slower time, but obviously there were new books. I just didn't know what they were. So maybe my BookTubers aren't buying as much. Who knows? But ooh. But Barnes & Noble's is potentially my favorite store. So I'm hoping, oh no, so much for being careful. I'm hoping when I come back in March to do reading color and chats like I used to do back in the day. It's been like well over a year since I've done one, but I used to do those on my channel monthly, I think. And I actually, if you go way back, I have a few face-to-face videos that are book hauls. So if you want to know what I look like, or what I did look like 2 years ago, you can go find those. Probably still haven't read a lot of those books, but it's all right. I was telling you how I'm excited for this weekend because I'm doing the scrapbooking. Also, on Sunday, I'm getting my hair dyed. I'm just doing it at home, which I know is not recommended, but at this point, my hair is not dyed, so it's not like I'm really going crazy and really overwhelming my hair. It's just a one-time thing. I was hoping to go to the salon, but with COVID, I don't particularly trust it yet. And plus, if I did my hair at the salon, it would probably be around $300. And getting the box dye was like $20. And it was only that expensive because I need 2 boxes worth because I have that much hair. So, and that's also why it's that expensive in the salon, because I need 2 boxes there too. So I figure I'd rather spend my money in Disney than before. Okay, I want to do the plane itself. Also, you can, I think, hopefully see, hopefully the lighting is good enough that like this arm is much darker than this arm because it's not, this arm's still wet. So it does seem like it will be lightening up, which is what we wanted. So great. What color should we do the plane? I'm thinking gray. I picked up my markers. All right. So I really might, no, I don't know. Maybe just cool gray. Cool gray is my favorite gray. I don't really love warm grays in general. I don't know. I'm medium to them. I was thinking of doing like green gray or blue gray, but I don't want to do more blue because I'm probably going to do some more parts of her outfit blue. So, and then green, I just don't think is going to go at all. So I guess just regular cool gray. Right? We don't want to do a crazy color. So is cool gray 1 too light? Probably not. Hopefully it's not drying out. My cool gray goes the fastest of all my markers. So I'm just gonna do the main parts and then I will do the accents. I might do the accents in red. We'll see. That just feels like it makes sense. I was gonna say, like, are we traveling American Airlines? Because then it super feels like it makes sense. But I think we are traveling JetBlue? United? I don't know what we're doing. I have to look that up. But, yeah, I like that this is WGA, I assume for Whimsy Girls Air. So I'm going to do her hair next. I always do the hair first too. So it's a surprise that I have not done it by now. Looking good. All right. So let's see. Sam is about to get on another phone call. So I haven't done this in a long time. I'm going to time lapse. So I'll do the rest on time lapse while he's on the call. And then I will come back and explain all of what I've done. What do we think? That's exciting. I like her so far. I think. I definitely like her. But we'll see how it comes together. So get ready for some time lapse action. Woo! Here is our finished product. Ugh, I don't know if you saw it happen because it went really fast, but I ended up doing glaze pens on the windows and also her eyeballs and I did jelly roll on the buttons, but I did the windows and then I shoved my hand in it. So what I ended up doing, and I hope it looks okay, is I just kind of, instead of tiny windows, I tried to make it look like one big window. So I think I kind of covered it up. This line obviously went out farther than I'd like, but that's all right. I'm recently been like attempting to leave some little bits of white in pictures because I just feel like as colorists, we train ourselves to like cover everything, but it's okay to have white sometimes. So I did like her cuffs white and her little whatever layer of shirt she's wearing white. I am sad. I feel like the red is throwing me off with the background. I do love how the background turned out, but I don't love the addition of the red. Like I wish I did something else. The red is like too dark for me. It's bringing me down. I don't know. But overall, that is our finished page. I also actually did the jelly roll around the clouds. I don't know how well that's picking up, but it's just a nice little bonus sparkle around the clouds. But that is it for me today. So again, just a rundown of my schedule. Next Saturday, I'm actually leaving for my trip, but I will have pre-filmed my finished pages. So that's going to go up then. And then the week after that, I will be in Disney, but I'm going to pre-film a Disney page. Then I'm going to have a Sam special the second week of February. Third week, we're going to do our February buddy color. And then the fourth week, we will have our finished pages for February. I'm also very likely going to do a Disney haul as a bonus video and potentially another flip through of something. So be on the lookout for that. And I hope you enjoyed and that you're having a fabulous new year. It seems like it's the perfect time to take a break. I see a lot of us are taking breaks now, so I hope you are too. Let's come up. I think airplane is going to have to be our secret word. It makes sense, either the airplane emoji or the word airplane. So thumbs up this video if you enjoyed. Comment anything you want to comment down below, including the secret word airplane. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time, and I'll see you again next week with something new. Bye, friends.